Mic check. Mic check. Alright, looks like mic checks are good. Greetings everybody, and welcome to our very first session stream. Let me go ahead and turn down this volume just a little bit. You know what, since the song is ending, we'll go ahead and stop it there. So you might be asking me, what is a session stream? It's kind of hard to answer that. It is a bit complex, and I haven't quite figured out how to get my wording on it yet. But in a session stream, we continuously play a specific game, not with the goal to beat it, but to learn it while having fun, chatting, and relaxing. This is basically what is replacing the old relaxed streams when I used to like label my streams from a year ago, when I would label them like playthrough streams, label streams, chill streams, relaxed streams, tired streams, and I still kind of do that every now and then, but I don't label all of my games or all of my streams like I used to. But while we are learning the game and relaxing and chatting, the long-term goal is to beat the game. These streams are gonna be repetitive, but the main idea is, I guess in a way, I wanted to have some kind of stream like playthrough for old NES and arcade games that you couldn't save, and anytime you died, you'd either be sent back to the beginning or you'd be stuck at a checkpoint, and if you reset, you lose that checkpoint and get stuck at the beginning of the game. The idea was that for this was I wanted to be able to stream games like that until I beat them. And we kind of started doing this with Castlevania and Ninja Gaiden on the NES Classics back in like October, November. Except I save stated and actually beat those games on the stream. There are no save states in this. These are legit, like, beatings. Some sessions will never end. Like, we'll probably do a Battletoads session at some point, and we'll probably get, like 4 years from now, we'll probably be up to session number 60 for Battletoad. And, we'll probably never beat that game. The numberings for sessions vary from playthrough to playthrough, so it's not like, oh, we beat Ninja Gaiden 1 in like 2 sessions. Now session number 3 is going to be a new game. It's not going to be like that. We'll start back at session number 1 for a new game. It's like parts or streams. I might as well say session stream 1 or something like that for X certain game. But yeah, the point of this is to have fun while learning the games, make sure I'm super relaxed, find the calm part of me and not rage over hard NES games or arcade games, and socialize, because as I've said before, I'm fairly introverted and have a hard time socializing, so what I'd like to do is kind of figure out how to socialize while streaming with viewers who come into chat. This might backfire. We might retire this stream idea within a month. Who knows? But for the time being, it's a fun idea, and it's a nice little way for me to use my 4x3 screen, which I've changed the layout up a bit, and it looks nicer, in my opinion. So yeah, hi, I'm here. I'm gonna make sure my face is on the screen for these streams so that, you know, if I do go quiet, people know, hey, he's here. He's got a mic. Also, if these games have some kind of cutscenes, we will always watch them the first time. So most NES games have some kind of cutscene that plays out at the very beginning. We're going to let this one play out. Ninja Gaiden is known for being one of the first games to have cutscenes. So, and they're really good. Good music and everything. And the only problem with playing NES games and having my webcam on is that at times, like right now, bitrate is going to take a dip, and you can't really help it when there's flashing going on, or like in Bubble Man's stage from Mega Man 2, just a whole bunch of crap going down the background, and you'll notice like my webcam and the screen will get a bit blurry, and you can't really help that. Most people, I've never seen a playthrough or a stream or anything of someone doing Bubble Man's stage that hasn't gone a little bitty or blurry. So I hope mic audio is all right. It's getting hot out. I got my fan on. It's kind of blowing around, the ceiling fan. Mic is further away. I can up the mic volume if need be. Seems to be pretty alright. But yeah, story here, Ryu's father got killed. Ryu took the dragon sword that his father left behind for him, and he's gonna get his revenge. Story begins. As far as how well I know this game, I know this game pretty well as far as the first 5 acts go. I've watched a lot of speedruns from the world record holder, the current world record holder, Arcus, who's running right now to beat his world record, which is currently 11:38. I know a couple of speedrun strats, and you know you're gonna see me try them every now and then, but I don't speedrun this game. What I really need to learn for this game though is Act 6. Act 6 is where majority of these streams are gonna spend a lot of time on. I can get to Act 6 within like 20 minutes. And usually without dying, you're gonna see me spend a lot of time at Act 6, and that's fine. The point of these streams is to learn it. So with that said, I do have to de-rust a little bit, because I do believe it's been a while since I have played this. And I do believe that's really all I have to say. I just gotta untangle a bunch of wires here. Now, session streams I imagine aren't going to be long from stream to stream, 2 hours max. Maybe it's going to depend on the game. This game, an hour and a half at max. These are going to be like shorter streams throughout the weeks, whereas streams like Fortune Cookies and playthroughs are going to be the longer ones. And you know, usually we're going to take breaks in between playthroughs like we are right now. And Fortune Cookies are going to be like a, you know, once a month kind of thing, or at least I'm trying. It's really hard to get Fortune Cookies going. Anything else I have to say? I feel like there's something else I have to say. But yeah. Weather is kind of iffy right now. It's supposed to start raining in about an hour or two. But they're also speculating that it might thunderstorm or even hail. So if that starts happening, I'm gonna play it safe and we'll probably call it. It's been very windy, so even then there's a chance the power might go out, but you know, that's for the future to tell. I'm gonna go ahead and clear chat on my end so that I can see if anybody pops their head in. Just got a wall of text in my chat. I've actually got so many USB ports taken up. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7 USB ports plugged in right now. Taken up all 7 on my laptop. And I actually don't have my mouse plugged in. I had to sacrifice my mouse in favor for everything else. So it's going to take me a while to kind of maneuver around here. Alright. We've watched this cutscene a couple times. Let me readjust a couple more wires. Things get pretty tangled up when I've got the setup for old retro games, because it's kind of hard to get set up. It's got a lot of wires to get set up. Let's get started. Act 1. Alright, so I don't know, the premises of this game, pretty standard, like, I guess, action platformer. I can never remember the names. There's one thing I wanted to do. Let's reset. There's one thing I do want to do at the beginning of session streams, and I need to make sure I start doing it. I always want to read the story from the manual, because this is something I always miss out on with NES and SNES games, because a lot of their story is in the manual. More so for NES than SNES. So let me go ahead and locate manuals. Because this will give us a bit more insight on what the hell is going on. And what I was about to say there is there's some magic you can pick up, and I can never remember the name of it, so I'm just going to keep calling it magic or weapon power. And then I was like, wait, the manual will tell me what that's called. Let's open up the manual. We're not going to open it up on stream, though, because like I said, lack of a mouse, it's kind of hard to maneuver around. Alright, prologue. The wind howls as the two dueling ninjas glare at each other in the moonlight. Though these men seem like little more than shadows in the air, the moonlight reveals just for an instant a glint of light that proves to be the end of the contest. Ken, head of the Hayabusa clan, which has for generations been the guardian of the dragon sword, is defeated. Ken's son, Ryu, after learning of his father's defeat, finds a letter. In it, Ryu is told that if his father does not return, he must take the secret dragon sword and go to America. Ryu senses danger awaiting him in America. What will be the fate of Ninja Ryu? Alright. Spiritual strength. That's weird. I thought it was called, like, ninji or something like that. I'm really, like, pale in the camera there. I'm sorry, it's the sunlight. It'll kind of dim as the day goes on, or as clouds open up or close up. You know what I'm saying. Cover up the sky. Alright, so all I have to do is remember that it's called spiritual strength. It's essentially the same as collecting hearts in Castlevania. It'll give you weapon power for your sub-weapons. Blue spiritual strength is worth 5 points, and red is worth 10. Let's actually get into this game now. Untangling things again, sorry. Let's do this. Ryu, be always brave. So, for the most part in this playthrough, you're going to be seeing me hold on to the technique I have right now, which is the spin and jump slash technique, I think the manual called it. There is a way to cancel it, like I did just right there. The reason I'm going to be holding on to this is because I don't remember the exact explanation towards this technique. It's something like it does 1 point of damage per frame. This game runs at 60 frames per second, so it's essentially a one-hit KO on any boss you can bring it to. The only bosses that we cannot get the jump and spin slash for, I think you're going to hear me call it the spin slash because that's what I'm used to. The only bosses you will not see me bring it to is the Act 3 boss and the last two bosses of the game in Act 6. And that's just because it's physically impossible to bring the spin slash to those bosses. There is no spin slash in Act 3, and you lose your item, you lose your special technique after a cutscene. So you can bring the spin slash to the first phase of the final boss, but after that you lose it. So you have to fight the last two forms of the final boss without it. Meanwhile, Ryu has been shot. Is being held captive by a woman. But she's got a favor to ask of him. So she hands Ryu a statue and tells him to get on his way. Get the fuck out, Ryu. Right there is the windmill shuriken. You can keep the shuriken going on infinitely if you just keep jumping over it. Thought I was going in the pit there, I got really worried. So stage 2-2, this, when I first played the game, was kind of my big roadblock. Those hags that are wrapped up in a dirty like sheet that throw their crosses, they are the big pain in the asses of this stage. But luckily, if you have the spin slash, you're good. For the most part, that's really what I can say about most of this game. If you have spin slash for most of the stages, you're good. Just be preservative with your ammo. Using the little cancel there, the slash cancel, very useful. And that's because I looked away at chat. That's gonna happen a bit, I think. Alright, so now because I died, actually I still have a chance to get the spin slash back. Go. Spin slash. It's not. Look away. I say... It's weird, because I say I want these session streams to be more, social. But the thing is, it's going to be really hard to be social on games that really need my attention and concentration like this. I guess I say social because when I'm doing Act 6 over and over again, trying to memorize certain things. These cutscenes are skippable. I will be skipping them after the first playthrough. Damn, the wind is really picking up out there, dude. Holy shit. Alright, so we met Ryu's acquaintance, or Ken's acquaintance, Walter Smith. He's talking about how the statue contains a demon or some kind of demonic power. I wasn't really paying attention. And I made a bad decision here because of this cougar. And then the statue got stolen by a ninja who can pick things up with his feet, which is quite impressive, if I do say so myself. I'm trying to do something different here that I usually don't do. I'm trying to get this power up right here, but everything is fucking me over, and I had to itch my eye. Alright, so I'm gonna end up dying, more than likely. But this power up here, from what I understand, it's used in the speed runs. It's used to make the upcoming boss easier. Like I said, you can't get the spin slash in this level, so you can't just one-shot the boss. And I always accidentally get the windmill shuriken there. So the windmill shuriken is usually the technique or the sub-weapon that I use to fight this boss. That was a bad choice. Alright, stop and wait here. Jump, slice, there we go. That was a really tricky part for me the first time I played this game. Great. I gotta be really careful here. Really careful, and then I get hit by the boss. Alright. Oh! I didn't even see that rocket. Alright, well, we've already got a game over. I mean, I can get to Act 6 without getting a game over. Fortunately, I'm really rusty. I'm sure as sessions go on, having no idea how many sessions it's going to take to beat this game, as sessions go on, we will eventually get back to that point. As long as I keep at it. I'm sure I could beat this game. Positive, actually. It's just I really got to learn Act 6. I've learned the first 5 acts really well. I feel like I've got them down pat. Yeah, it's just a matter of that Act 6. God damn it. I have a habit of getting way too close to the guy. That's why I usually just use the windmill shuriken. I'm doing some dumb shit here. I think we're gonna die again. Oof. That guy's not as hard as he looks. Once you learn his shit. So we got that. We got back the demon statue. And Dr. Smith has been killed. Well, he's dying. Ryu keeps getting captured, man. He's a horrible ninja. Everybody says this, though. And now we got the longest cutscene of the game. Sit back and relax. Long ass cutscene. Luckily, we'll always be skipping that. Shit. Oh! Damn it. I jumped too soon. Oh, I lost my windmill slash too, which is going to make the next stage a little interesting. Or my windmill slash, my spin slash. I don't think you need me to tell you that this is the best music in the game. I think everybody and their mother knows that. Alright. So I think we will still be fine as long as we keep a hold of the, I immediately lose it. I was gonna say, as long as we keep hold of the windmill shuriken, we might be fine for this upcoming bridge. The bridge is what I'm worried about. So I think there are I think 3 1-ups in this game that I'm aware of. And this is usually the only one I grab. I say that as I miss it. I think there's one in 1-1. Well, I'm glad I did not grab that. There's one in 1-1, I think. And then I think there's one in 5-2, 5-3. That I usually don't go for because it's kind of out of the way and I'm trying my hardest to keep my windmill slash, or my spin slash. Alright, if you need it, there's a potion in that candle right down there. Ooh! Supposed to jump there. I believe there's a potion... Oh no, that's just 10. Ninpo, or special power. Alright. Alright, this boss is kind of hard if you don't have a spin slash. Ooh! What? I spin slashed him twice and he didn't die? Alright, well you can see why that boss is kind of interesting. Not the hardest if you just stay under the pillars. I'm sure in one of these sessions you're going to see me end up coming here without a spin slash. I think it might be thundering. Alright, Act 5. This is where things start to get harder. Not as hard as Act 6, mind you, which Act 6 becomes downright ridiculous, if not unfair at times. Well, I wouldn't say unfair, but ridiculous. Alright, so you need to know about that bat before jumping, because if you jump immediately, you're gonna get knocked back into the pit. These levels are a lot easier after you memorize where things are, which is why you're going to see me just being miserable at Act 6, because I just have not practiced that act at all. Spin slash, we gotta keep it to the end, which there's quite a ways to go. It's a pretty long act. And by the time you get to the boss, if you play your cards right, you might just very well be at no health. Oh, I had to play it safe there. There was a potion in that one candle right there at the top. Alright, so now we gotta do the boss without the spin slash, which is fine, because there's a way to cheese this boss, this upcoming boss. Okay. Alright. Gonna glitch through the wall here. And we're in 5-3. I believe the one-up was up at the top there. If you backtracked, it actually might be on the next screen. I kind of get these two screens mixed up at times. Alright, I'm gonna get myself killed if I keep trying to look for Nimpo. Let's stop. Let that guy to the right despawn himself. Alright, this part can be tricky. Whew. Damn it! So if you miss the stairs there, the bird's usually gonna fuck you over, unfortunately. Alright, that's fine. If you get to this part without Nimpo, it's, in my opinion, impossible to do. You're just gonna have to game over. Because you really need to get that throwing star to deal with one soldier there. Alright, that bird just screwed up my whole momentum. Yeah, fuck. That bird usually is not there. Let's try it again. What's that, 2 game overs? 3 game overs? And we're not even to the hard part yet? Whoops. this part as smooth as possible. There we go. Actually, I believe that's the one up there. Maybe. It's fucking Hunchback. Come on. I've gotten myself in a really bad position. Holy shit. Yeah, fuck everything else. We're right at the boss. Let's not, do anything stupid. Cutscenes to refill your health, if I haven't said that already. I am off. Alright, so for Moth, go up to him, slash at him, take the hit, go up to him, slash at him, take the hit. Just don't get hit by his body, and you'll come out on top in this fight. There's really... I and most other people never have figured out how to dodge those lightning bolts and still fight him effectively. You can one-hit KO him if you bring the spinning slash to him. Alright, on to the hard part of the game. Act 6, last act of the game. Son of a bitch. Alright. 6-2. 6-2 is actually where the roadblock begins. This is where you're going to see me spending a lot of time at. Crap. Alright, jetpack ninjas. Bane of my existence in this game. That was dumb of me. I hesitated. Alright. Shit, and I accidentally just, the windmill slash just hit the windmill shuriken just hit the windmill slash, the spin slash. And, because I got hit by the jetpack ninja, I despawned it. That's gonna happen a lot, by the way. That does happen quite a bit. Gotta make sure not to do that again. Fuck, I always forget. The windmill shuriken, there's a windmill shuriken there. Right, if these assholes could stop spawning. So keeping the windmill slash, per usual, makes the rest of this act easier. If you can keep it, but nope, I'm an idiot and lost it immediately because I always forget the windmill shuriken's there. Shit. Bad stuff, bad stuff. I was gonna die to something there. I know there's a bird that rises up from the ground. Come on. Come on. There we go. Damn it. No! Last shuriken. Okay. Whatever. Guess we're going up this way. Or not. So if you ever wonder what Act 6 of Ninja Gaiden is like, this is it. Okay, gotta make sure I don't hit that. Okay. Come on, Ryu. Kill this guy. Jump over, kill that guy, kill that guy. Use the windmill slash because you suck. Fuck it. God! I was trying to play it safe. Okay. That's a good, I don't know, that was a good run of that area. Especially considering I didn't have the windmill slash. The jump slash. Alright, this is what I call the AVGN room. The Angry Video Game Nerd room. Son of a bitch. Going for it. Alright, so I don't remember this room at all. Shit. This is a bad room. I'm a dead room. That's what it is. Fuck. And because I got a game over, I get some back to the beginning of the stage. Where the fuck did that knife come from? It was a low flying knife too. Okay. Shit! It's always that one jetpack ninja that tricks me. Alright, was good use of that windmill shuriken. Actually, if I could have kept that windmill shuriken going into this next part, would have been pretty good. Fuck. Thought I'd just go for it. So if you get on the edge like that, you can kill that guy and end up killing yourself like an idiot. Alright, you can despawn that woman. There we go. I forgot about the football, man. Alright. Once again, don't remember this room all that well. It's an interesting one, I'll say that much. Oh, I know this room. I know how the Arcus deals with this room. That's how Arcus deals with this room. On to 6-3. And we're locked into 6-3. If we get a game over, we're still good. And the only problem is, there's a glitch in this game that I've talked about a lot on the stream. If you die on any of the final bosses, you get sent all the way back to 6-1. Basically saying we'd have to do the bosses our first try, which isn't going to happen, unfortunately. Meaning we're going to have a lot more times going through Act 6. I mean, I'm not even expecting to beat it the stream. It's the whole point of the session streams. Alright, I don't remember this area, obviously. But I mean, idealistically, I'd like to get through this game by the end of May. Hoping it would happen, because I really want to get around to learning Ninja Gaiden 2. Which that game's very iffy for me. Not sure how I feel about it. But I just want some new Ninja Gaiden to play, even if it's not as good as this one. What the fuck? What the fuck happened to my shuriken? I guess you can't use shurikens on that dude. Alright, fucking Billy and Jimmy from Double Dragon there. How they made it into a Ninja Gaiden game, I'll never know. I mean, it's not really them, but... Come on. Yeah, that really, he just isn't affected by it. Alright. I saw like the one ninja drop down behind me. I was like, nope, gotta go. Alright, that guy's not too bad to deal with like that. Fuck. I don't understand how I slashed the candle that was level with his head. But I didn't kill him. The hitbox on the sword in this game is really weird from what I've started to learn. But it's definitely not bad as the hitbox and the sword in Ninja Gaiden 2. The hitbox and the sword in Ninja Gaiden 2 just sucks. Okay, whatever. That's good. Alright. Let's take this side up so he doesn't respawn. Oh, that's an hourglass. Shit. Alright, I think we're coming up on the final screen here before the boss, so... Ah, shit. Alright. There's health up here. This room is a living hell. Forgot about the stopwatch down there. This last little area down here is hell too. We made it to the bosses. A reminder that you can make it to this first boss with the windmill slash. Your father was not killed. He has been turned into the masked devil. What? What shall I do? Probably get my ass handed to me by these 3 bosses and get sent back to 6-1. Alright, the second phase of the boss, Jakio, is the one I always have trouble with. Alright, did a good half of health, half of the boss's health there. This one's not too bad, you just gotta avoid the, our father who is juggling a bunch of balls, apparently. And not get hit by that. How many does that shoot? 4, 5, 6. Is it infinite until I jump down? And there we go. First boss. Father. The Jakio. You both will die. You've got to get them for me. Alright, hardest boss in the game. This is going to be the one I'm going to have a lot of trouble on and get sent back to 6-1 a lot with, so... Yeah, this is going about as expected. That's fine. Only 5 hits on his health, dude. Ugh. And like I said, we get sent back to 6-1. Damn it, Billy. Damn it, Jimmy. Fucking birds. Fucking everything. Getting out of here. Oh wow, that does 2 points of damage. Oh, that's bad. Nope. Everybody just get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of the way. Okay. I did it again. Damn. Alright. Bad spot to be in. Fuck. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Good stuff. Ooh! Okay. Thank you. I shall pass. Whew. Okay, windmill slash. Makes that a lot easier. The jump slash. You never consistently call it one certain name. Okay. Son of a bitch. I wanted to use the one guy as a boost. I didn't know that, fire shield was there. So we're probably going to get a game over here, but at least it'll put us back at the beginning of 6-8. Damn it. Oh! That was a horrible time for me to jump. That's fine. It's gonna be problematic. I'm gonna scroll him off. Ooh. He's just jumping out of the pit. That guy's a maniac. Hey, you didn't know that shuriken was there. That's nice. Nice little boost there if you freeze him at just the right spot. Uh-oh, that's bad. If I can just get down here. I can't. Oh my god, there's so goddamn many of them. Yeah, come on. All of you, just come over here. There! Whew. I'm surprised that worked. Back at the bosses. And we don't get to see the cutscene. Oh, it puts me back at Chikio? I didn't know that. So there's no cutscenes to refill your health. Holy shit, this just became harder than I thought. I mean, I might as well reset at that point. Holy shit, I didn't know that. Like I said, I haven't learned Act 1. Act 1. I guess it might be all the same with all the other bosses. We're gonna go ahead and reset. I'm going to die on this first stage. Well, I'm not gonna die on the first stage. I'm gonna die to the first... there isn't a cutscene before the first boss. Is there a cutscene before any of the bosses? Just mouth? I wonder if it's with all the bosses, is what I'm trying to figure out. There's no cutscene before the second boss, the third... Yeah, it's just mouth. Mouth and the final bosses. We're gonna test that out in Stage 5. Because I want to see if it's just the final bosses that doesn't do the cutscenes again and refills your health, or... That's nuts, though. Wow. And it didn't even, it skipped the first phase. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Oh, man. Alright. Like I said, skipping the cutscenes after we've seen him for the first time. Starting to get darker outside. I mean, we might as well. Might as well just reset. Every time we die on the final bosses, we might as well just, like, reset. Might as well set up a live spit timer, whatever. First time I beat this game legitimately, that's gonna be my PB. I do want to learn how to speedrun this game, but it's just those gosh diggity darn final bosses that are keeping me from doing it. Shit. Once again, trying to get this power up for this boss here. Gotta remember not to instinctively slash that one power up area. Block, candle, bird thing. Because I don't want the windmill slash. Alright, don't slash that one. And I think we're good. It's supposed to make the final boss, or not the final boss, the boss of this act easier. Which makes sense, because he does a lot of jumping. Now there is another spot with a windmill shuriken. And I believe it's that one right there, which is unfortunate because I'm used to slashing that bird. Because he can be problematic if you don't scroll him off. Not really hitting him a whole lot. Actually, yeah, that is not as reliable as the I mean, if you learn the speedrun, it is, but it's not as reliable as I thought it would be. I think my method with the windmill shuriken's better. Alright, that's fine. That's a much better boss. That's usually how it goes for me about. Just going with the flow. That's really what it's all about. Whoops, that was a bad idea. Somehow alive. I'm very lucky. Alright, sword, whatever you say. Shit. There we go. That's bad, though. Alright, so now we're gonna see the Act 4 boss done normally as well. Well, not as well, because I did the Act 3 boss normally. Never did it any other way. Fuck you, Jason. Alright, this boss can kind of suck as well. Just be patient, that's all I can say. And if you can do the fucking slash cancels, you can do a lot of damage there. can also destroy the fake one with like 3 hits. I've noticed that actual hits don't really kill him as fast. It's usually like the windmill slashes, or the windmill shuriken hits. Yeah, it's not so bad. It was bad at first, until I learned that you're pretty much safe under these little half pillars here, or quarter pillars. Ooh. Alright. I sometimes get this jump confused with the one that has the bat coming up. Son of a bitch. Oh no, that's not a potion. Damn. I played myself. That's the potion. A lot easier to get to. Alright, I gotta remember to kill myself at Molth. Which isn't gonna be that hard. But it's gonna be hard fighting him without full health. Because like I said with what I try to do, I guess we're not going to go back to Act 6 in this stream. I've learned a decent amount of, you know, Act 6 in this one stream. And like I said, the goal is not to play for like 8 hours until I beat the game. It's more of to do things in smaller spurts, not to wear myself out. So, you know, we'll do like an hour-and-a-half stream like every day or every other day in between playthroughs and stuff like that, and, you know, progress that way. Oh, this is interesting, actually. We're all good. And I just, all of a sudden, I just want some Crush. The orange soda. I haven't drank soda since like September 2017. Such a weird craving to have all of a sudden. I'll have to find some kind of alternative. It's such a weird craving for me to have right now. I think I just got like this citrusy kind of scent. I don't know why, I just caught this scent of citrus randomly and I don't know, just made me crave it, I guess. No! Bad bird. Another thing, I know that mic quality. God damn it! I put myself in that situation again. I know mic quality is a bit lower, understandably so. When the volume's jacked up and it's further away from my face like this, it's not gonna be a problem for too much longer. I've got like a different, I got an actual like mic stand coming that I ordered. It's gonna take a while because, you know, the pandemic going on, which is completely okay. So I'm not gonna be restricted to this really short desk arm, which is gonna be great because it's gonna let me play games over there too. Back on the couch, on the other TV and stuff, without having to move my whole console over here and such. But for like speedruns and games I'm going to be resetting mainly on NES a lot, it's still useful to come over here. It's easier to just do that to reset rather than get up off the couch and such. Alright, let's die to Mouth. Or, you know, we can just jump in this pit. Let's see if it's the same case scenario. Okay, so instead of going back to a checkpoint, I actually got sent back to the beginning of the act. That's one thing I noticed. Or not the beginning of the act, but the beginning of the stage. Act 5, Stage 3, I got sent back to the beginning of Stage 3. Rather than the checkpoint in the last area, like I would have if I had died in the last area. It acts like a game over, if that makes sense. Don't jump here. It's fine. Alright, let's see. Am I gonna have half health going into Malth? No, it does play the cutscene. Really? Oh my god, I just found that out then. The final bosses are glitched in more ways than I thought. I'm going to assume that's a glitch. And the thing is, like I've said before, I'm pretty sure this is what pretty sure this was true. The fact that it was a glitch that's fixed in the Japanese version, I think? But the American version, the American porters, decided to leave it in because I thought the game wasn't hard enough. And then I got hit by him, so I'm already screwed on killing him. Ooh, just barely did it. So that's another thing. It must be a glitch that the cutscenes don't play and refill your health. So that those boss fights are all around just glitched like nuts. So I'm thinking it actually, I don't know, it might be best to just reset and play through all 5 acts in the span of like 20 minutes than to keep trying to get back to that area with decent health and beat the Jikio that I can't even beat with full health. That's rough. So we gotta treat this like a speed run. Except, you know, if you die to the bosses at all, instead of just anywhere in the game, you gotta reset. Oh my god. Everybody's all up my ass today. Making my way downtown, gaming over. Alright. Oddly enough, 6-1 is the area I've not memorized. I've memorized at least, which is weird because I've gone through this area more than 6-3, or even parts of 6-2. It's just that area is just kind of like, yeah, just run, jump, slash, tank some hits, you're gonna get through it. Very rarely will you die. Like 1 out of every 5 times you'll probably die. Wind is picking up pretty bad there. Damn, we dropped a lot of frames. Oh, bitrate's sucking. It might be because of the wind. The internet's kinda... It's taking a toll on the internet, maybe? I don't know. Just a wild guess. Shit, okay. I want to try one more time for the bosses before we end it. Alright. Bird! I wanted the bird to give me a boom. You know, an Arcus boom. Get me over that pit. However, the bird is never the one that gives Arcus the boom, so... It's a bad spot to be in. Play it safe and go up this way. And we're in Act 3. So we came over. We're good. We're in Act 3. Or we're in Stage 3 of Act 6. Unless we, you know, die on the bosses. Which, if we get to try once more for the bosses, especially Jakio, I will be happy. Happy enough to end stream. And then, you know, continue another day. Probably won't continue tomorrow. I ordered a copy of Pokemon Blue, and it'll probably be here tomorrow. I'm just gonna go on a nostalgia trip tomorrow, honestly. Like, being perfectly honest. Perfectly honestly honest. Da-da. That's so much safer. Why did I not do that before? Oh. Bad bird. Oh, we're so dead. Like, we're gonna get a potion right here, but it doesn't even matter. That is a good strat. That is a really good strat, though. Oh, hi. Damn. We got really close. I was trying to play it safe, but that's fine. I mean, I'm already making progress, it seems, on Act 6. Like, I'm getting through the first two stages, and even the third, arguably, pretty easily. Now it's just a matter of learning the bosses, which is going to be the hardest thing to learn. I mean, that goes without saying. I should probably look up and see if there's any, like, just casual strats on Jakio. I'm not learning the strats that Arcus uses for Jakio, because that requires the... I can show it. He puts the controller on his lap, and he kind of like turns it, I think. And I think he mashes... No, he turns it like the other way. He uses his right hand to mash down, and he does like a jumping, you know... It's hard to explain. If you know the slash cancels, I can show those off real quick. If you press down while in the air, you can do a slash cancel, like I showed before. You can do them with when you have the spin slash technique, so you don't have to use your ninja technique sub-weapon ammo. So, it's hard to do. So there you go. I'm doing two slashes. You might have seen me do it with other bosses. There we go. I gotta hit him simultaneously. So you can get about 3 slashes in the air. What he does is he turns his controller and like puts it in between his legs on his chair and mashes that way. And he usually kills Jakio, and idealistically he tries for 2 cycles, but he usually gets somewhere around 3. I shouldn't be waiting there. Woo. I need to keep my just normal throwing star. That's fine, we got through that part. It feels really good to get through that part. It makes me feel really good. Oh, good little boost there. Bad stuff. Bad stuff. I didn't try to go up that ladder. That was kind of interesting. I thought I was going to come right back down and die. Man, I forget they always come from the sky. Whoa! Whoa! Bro! Where'd you come from? Okay, that's new. I guess that took too long. God dang it, how do I keep screwing up that jump? It's really weird. I didn't screw it up the first time. Son of a bitch. Alright. One last try in the bosses and we're calling it a stream. Let's jump right into it. It's kind of hard to figure out how to jump right in front of him without getting hit by him. Yeah, that's really hard, dude. Damn. We only got 3 hits off of him that time, but I wasn't being as aggressive. That's really rough, dude. It doesn't even seem like 1 hit equals 1 point of damage for him either. I gotta watch that back. Because I swear I got a decent amount of hits off on him on the first try. And I would have thought I at least done it half of his health, if not just a little bit more. Not quite 3/4. I don't know. I'm going to watch this stream back and see what I can do to improve on that Act 6 boss. And I also kind of want to check out, and maybe we'll do it next stream, I want to check out some tips on Jakio. The 3rd phase boss I'm not too worried about. I think I even did it on my... I also want to go back to that Ninja Gaiden stream, the NES Classic one, where I did it with save states. I don't think I used any save states in the 3rd phase boss. I think I did it on my first try, which the 3rd phase boss is not too bad. As long as you just get rid of the head and the tail and avoid the little fireballs that are raining down, you're fine. Yeah, alright. That is going to be a stream. Oh, that... I am. I totally didn't just say that's gonna be a stream. How you doing, Em? See ya, buddy. Bye. Sorry, yeah, I've been streaming for 2 hours. These session streams aren't going to be very long. We'll do another one. We'll do another one like Saturday. Because I don't think I'm going to do Animal Crossing Saturday like I originally planned. Bye, buddy. Yes, Curbs is very cute, and he's a good boy.